everyone says I should continue dancing. I don't know. I'm also running out of energy because it's my bedtime. I've been up since 4:30, which you think you would hate it, but having like Scarlett woke up this morning and she held her ground. Like God gave me a kid that looks like me, and gave me another one that is far more stubborn than me. And they're like, here, good luck. So like the fact Scarlett woke up with like her tantrum or whatever, I was like, I got 3 hours on you. Like I've been up for 3 hours. I'm gonna hold you out, and I did. And I'm proud of myself. So I want to say, hey Kate, I want to talk about the process of like, or my process, I should say, of like my weight loss journey and how it is an actual process. And I feel like doing what I'm doing now took me from like meh to like stepping it up 10 notches, and I'm still not even to like in my head like to the expectations of like where my final destination will be when it comes to like my nutrition and my fitness and all that. But I was always kind of like an active kid. It wasn't until after high school that I ballooned up and gained like 50 pounds and just was overweight for my short stature. And that was due to the medication that I should never have been on. I was like a freaking zombie. Like no reason, no like when the doctor was like, how many hours do you sleep a day? And I said 16. Like no fucking duh. Because they gave me like a handful of horse pills. And they're like, here, be a functional adult as you like take in a whole bunch of pills. It's not going to happen. But I get it now. Like, so when it comes to the weight loss journey, I remember I first started with Weight Watchers, because with Weight Watchers, it comes like free with your insurance, with some insurance, and that was like where I started. So I did Weight Watchers, I did a couple of those meetings, but I remember sitting there in the back and being like, oh, portions. Who would have thought of that? Portion control. Like, I never even thought of it. At this time, I was dating a man who was 6'5" and over 300 pounds. And it wasn't because he was fat. He was just like a tank. Like, he was just a big guy. But I was eating when he was eating. And I'm 5'2". So I shouldn't be eating what a 6'5" man is eating. That was my first probably like aha moment when it came to like nutrition. But then again, it still didn't really change much because I was a microwave cooker. Technical term? Is that a technical term? Like if it can be made in the microwave, it is mine. Like I can do it. Like that's totally my game. Like I grew up like that. My mom wasn't really a cooker. My grandmother was, but that was a weekend thing. Like it wasn't like something I really was like shown. I just whistled. I was shown. So I just like I eat Tyson chicken in the microwave all day long with like cheese dogs. Like it was very like it wasn't there's no vegetables in my diet. So as I progressed, a lot of shit went down. Is that what's next? No, I took like laxative pills. I tried like saran wrapping myself. I took Ally, hydroxycut. I tried to take those like tea pills. I don't even know the name of them anymore. Whatever. It was just like take a lot of green tea and lose weight. That didn't really do anything except like give me like adrenaline. I tried, what else did I try? Yeah, laxatives. Then after that, something happened. And I got really pissed off at like life in general around 6 years ago now, and I just worked out. Like I was so angry at the world, life. I got like dumped the same time I lost my job. The same time like shit went down in my family, and I was just like like beast. Like there's a picture of me somewhere on one of my sites, and I'm just like I mean, you could tell the hatred for life I had. That was one of those things that really brought me to fitness. I also did Kung Fu as a kid, and that taught me discipline. But working out when I was in this, like, the darkest, deepest time in my life really, really opened my eyes to, that I can save myself, that I'm stronger than I think, that I can do hard things, that I can, believe in myself, that I can push myself. And at that point, I went from like training at some gym to training for the Golden Gloves and having an amateur boxing fight in Boston. I can't even remember. I have a couple awards over there. I can't remember the name of but I had an amateur featherweight title fight. I lost. I don't care. I lost all three. I mean, I lasted all 3 rounds, but I trained like unbelievably hard for that. And that really opened my eyes to being like, I have this inner like badass powerhouse in me that I just have to find her and like tap into her and be like, wake the fuck up and like work with me and not against me. So I think it's a process. Oh, and then after I got pregnant twice and I gained a lot more weight because I kept getting pregnant, I tried those different companies, Isagenix and Herbalife, and I just feel like all of that is just stepping stones to where I am today. Like all of that slowly opened my eyes to like what I need to do. Neither of those products were right for me. I'm sure they're right for some people because they're successful companies. It's just not my cup of tea. And to each their own. What I'm doing now, reading personal development daily, working out daily, drinking my stupid shake daily has made me feel, plugging into my team, having people count on me, and having a support system that I've never had before daily has led me to be the person I am today. Like, if I didn't fall into this coaching gig, I would not be who I am today, flat out. I would not be here talking to you, that Cheryl. Like, I would probably be high still. I can feel my eyes going cross-eyed. I don't know why. Like, Scarlett's eye does it too. When I don't have my glasses on, one eye just goes like, fuck you, and just wanders away. I know that it was really weird transition from like motherhood into like who I am now, but I feel fairly confident of me with all these like hats I'm spinning, I guess. And this is where I need to be. And my team's getting larger and I'm going places, and I just feel like all of this was like stepping stones, and I had to go through like that hell beforehand and have fitness save me then for me to know that I need it as a daily tool to cope with life now. Being an ex-addict, that like not knowing what to do back then and me turning to that really showed me that like this is where I need to be, if that makes any sense. Like it needs to be part of my daily routine. And the girls love it too, although they do call it sexercise, and we try to correct them, but they're still little enough and they both have speech impediments, so it just, that's how it comes out. But they know that like daddy and mommy work out daily, and that is important for me because I didn't grow up with those tools on how to cope with things. So the fact that we both work out daily, they're gonna probably naturally do it without us having to like force them to work out and having to backtrack, if that makes sense. Like, I want them to know that they are number one person in their life and that they have to take care of them, and then after that they'll take care of everyone else. But I feel like it's all just a process. Like, if I didn't hit that low point where I was like an addict that was homeless and jobless and dumped, I wouldn't be where I am today. I love you too, babe. Where I am today, because I had to learn the tools to get here. So those people that are like, damn it, I'm trying to lose weight and I fell off track, like, give yourself a fucking break. Please, give yourself a break because you deserve it. It's a process. Between the first time that I started like to try to lose weight and now, holy shit, it's like 12 years. Okay, I should never have done that math. It's like 12 years, okay? Like, I remember doing sit-ups and like not getting, why am I not losing weight and why am I continuing to gain it? And like, honestly, nutrition. Nutrition's like the key factor. Like, I ate a lot of cookies today and I'm like, fuck, I have to work out extra hard tomorrow. But it's all nutrition. Like, you have to dig into your nutrition because that's where the abs are made. That's where the weight loss happens. That's where like nutrition and just consistency when it comes to working out. But those are the things, like, I hope this makes sense. Like, I'm like right here. I'm not there. That's like the end goal. I'm in the middle. And this is where I started, but having to hit rock bottom, having to figure out portion controls, having to figure out you can't eat a whole bag of Oreos, having to figure out that you don't need a handful of horse pills, having to figure out that it's not a quick fix, having to figure out that it's not going to be a wrap or a shake or all this other random stuff that I like did to get to here, or like working out 14 hours a fucking week at the gym. Like, all of this was stepping stones for me to figure out I need to break it down in half an hour chunks, or an hour in the morning for me to take care of myself, take care of my plans for the day, take care of my mind and doing meditation, which I really fucking love right now. Taking care of my affirmations, just taking care of me and me filling my bucket helps me take care of David better, helps me want to have sex because I'm not tired anymore. It gives me more energy. It gives me energy to keep up with the kids. It gives me energy that, like, I don't cringe when, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, taking care of me reaches into every single part of my life. And that was all stepping stones I've had to learn. I just wish this process, the coaching thing, happened like 10 years ago, because then I would have, like, it makes so much more sense to me. But it's just a process. So if you're gonna gain weight, like if you do Weight Watchers and you gain the weight back, don't beat yourself up for it. Like, really, don't beat yourself up for it. That's only part of, like, the puzzle that you need to be you at your final destination. Like, I want to go out of this world with a bang. I want to know I did it all. I conquered everything I did, and that my kids will have the same belief in themselves that I have in myself now. But don't beat yourself up. Like, please give yourself some grace and realize that it is a process. Like I said, that's 12 fucking years. Give yourself a process that you have to learn between this point and this point, because you're going to fail in between. I fail all the time, all right? I missed a big goal in July, and it broke my heart because I busted my ass for it. But what am I going to do? I can't live in the fact that I failed that. I have to keep going, and now I have another one that I'm crushing for the next 2 weeks. Like, it's just, you have to just learn from your mistakes, learn what didn't work for you and your body specifically, because not two people are made or designed equally, and then learn and grow from it. Like, you have to actually grow from it. And motivation happens with action. Confidence happens with action. Consistency happens with action. Like, if you have this, like, ideal body weight, ideal nutrition weight, ideal anything goal, whatever this is that's important to you, you have to know that it's not like smooth sailing to this point. Like, you're gonna fall, you're gonna crash, you're gonna burn. People are surely gonna shit on you. People are gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be an uphill battle. I feel like that's a song. But it's worth it in the end. I hate people beating themselves up because they try to diet once, and they failed. Because it's not a diet, it's an actual lifestyle change, and it's not going to be a quick fix. And in our society, they're like, here, try this, 30 days, you're a new woman. And you're like, fuck, it's day 25, and I'm still me. What happened? It's not, it's a process. It's a process. It's a long process. And I'm not even like where, like, I'm still kind of like right here if I'm going to count myself. I'm constantly like, someone else has already figured the shit out. I just got to figure out that person and then follow them and do what they did to get to this point, if that makes sense. I see there's comments. I take off my glasses, not so I purposely go cross-eyed, because that's awesome. I take off my glasses because I don't want to read the comments, because I'm like a squirrel and I get distracted. You are awesome, Mom. You are awesome too, David. I beat myself. I know you do, Kate. I know you do. I need to fill my buckets before I take care of myself. Why don't you read the book that I'm reading? Like, you're almost done with You Are a Badass, right? So when you're done with You Are a Badass book, why don't you move on to Miracle Morning. That's what I'm reading right now. I'm going on it for the second time this month. The book is absolutely amazing. It really digs into, like, don't touch your phone first, like, for the first hour. Don't touch any electronics for the first hour. And it gives you these lists of things for you to really focus on for the first hour of the day. So I would get up at 5:30. David would get up at 5. He's working out at night now for some reason. I get up at 5, and I would work out. But now I'm getting up before David, and I'm getting up at 4:30. So I have from 4:30 to 7 without the kids, and partially that without David, but he just wakes up, showers, and leaves. So, like, in that time, I'm doing affirmations, I'm working out, I'm planning my day, I'm meditating, I'm showering, I'm doing my entire business hour, like all of that, and kind of picking up the house too, way before the kids even get up. So, like, by the time the kids get up, I'm like, I've conquered the world! And it's just, I didn't really conquer the world. I conquered myself, but it makes me feel successful, and like I've already conquered the day, and it's only like 7 a.m. Like, I've been up since 4:30 today, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? Like, it gives you this whole energy rush that's just fucking awesome. I saw more comments. Okay, yeah, so, you just finished it. So we'll be closing that group soon, but, Miracle Morning will be the next group. And I'm finding out the details about what we talked about in our challenge group, in our boot camp. So I'm going to let you guys go. I've been rambling for a while. I just really understand it's a process. Understand you're going to learn from it. Understand you're going to fail from it. Understand that not everything works for everybody, but you got to take the pieces that do work for you and keep them, and then just add to it and see what works. Like, it's a process. It's all a fucking process. Just don't beat yourself up over it. Like, what you're doing now is good. Just keep doing it, and don't let everyone put their to-do list, I'm trying to be vague, to-do list on you, Kate, specifically. I know there's other people watching, but you, Kate. I love you too, David. Bye, guys. I hope you have an awesome night. David, I'm going to bed.